Hey guys, TSW here. This is my MGT heroic run as a protection warrior. If you pause the video, you can see my gear. It's a sanctified tier 10. Get the 4 sets, so your blood rage absorbs 20% of your HP, which is pretty good for this video. I'd say that there's no real gear requirement other than that. I mean, if your gear is good enough for you to get 4-piece, then it'll be good enough for you to solo this. It might be a little bit trickier, but yeah, you can most likely get away with it. That pink bubble, it reduces spellcaster damage by 75%, I believe, which is pretty good because the spellcasters are going to be the ones doing the damage. The melee are obviously going to just be dodge, blocked or parried, most likely from your avoidances, but the casters, they've only got the miss and the dodge, so they're a lot more likely to attack you and do more damage, so they're the ones you want to be avoiding. I've got the emblem trinket, so I can absorb quite a lot of damage. I've got my 4 set, so I'm absorbing with my blood rage. I've got my Citrina trinket, so I can get a little mini last stand out of that, so I'm pretty well equipped for if things go wrong, as well as frenzy rejuve, or enraged rejuvenation rather. You've got your last stand and your shield wall as your oh no buttons in emergencies. Also, I can't remember the name of the pot, but there's a HP per 5 pot. You can get potion of fortification, flask of fortification, something like that, which gives you HP 5, which is really cool. It means that over a long period, if you're unable to heal by bandages or whatever, you can obviously use that to regain some HP. This first boss is pretty easy. Old Firehead, just kill him. He'll go into like a mini enrage hero thing when he goes to the crystals, but you can see I didn't lose much HP there, so he's not really a hard boss to kill solo. You can see I put on my trinket here. You'll see in a minute why, because it is quite good against multiple adds when combined with the damage shield talent, which I'm pretty sure 99.9% of warriors have. So you don't really need to check if you have it or not. You can see all the adds here. The eels, just gonna go grab them all and see what damage shield does. Obviously if you have a shield spike as well, your damage will be even higher. You can see on the bottom right, I'm not sure if you can see it, well you can't see it now, my DPS on recount. There's the trinket that I'm using, the talisman. When I pop it with what's it called, shield block, my block goes to 100% and above, and my shield block value goes a lot higher, obviously with the trinket. You see all the numbers coming. I'm not doing any sort of AoE here, I'm not using thunderclap or shockwave, this is just damage shield damage, which pretty much kills them. I just use my trinket to my other trinket to absorb all the damage, and then I go in for the thunderclaps and the shockwaves just to kill them all in about 2 shots after damage shield had done its work. Speed up again, we go to the second boss, Vaxilus, I think. Going for the charge as always. The first few times attempting this boss I did die because I wasn't aware of the solo tactics, but after wiping a few times I learned that you do have to kill the adds. They give you a stacking debuff of the damage. It's been so long after like a year and a bit of Lich King, and or 2 years nearly, or more than 2 years, I'm not sure, of Lich King, you forget the tactics. But anyway, you got to kill the adds. They give you a stacking debuff, which means that you do more damage. You can't just zerg the boss, you need to kill the adds, otherwise you don't have enough damage and the boss will overwhelm you damage wise. You can see here, killing the adds. You can cleave to get them, but I find that singling them, I kill them quicker. When you've got 3 or 4 stacks, you can just go for the boss. Pretty nice there. I remember when I was in much lesser gear, like tier 9, tier 8 I think, I had to use a few cooldowns to kill him. That little orb thing, you can get a cinematic of Sunwell, which is pretty cool. You see there I'm just eating again because I do lose quite a lot of HP. Here you want to make sure you don't pull both groups, just go straight through the middle, and if you are concerned about pulling a group, obviously pull the group on the left, because if you pull the middle it's a lot easier to pull both, and that can get out of hand that way. If you are unsure, obviously you can clear it, go nice and slow, LOS pull, but if you follow what I'm doing you can do it a lot quicker. See here I'm killing the Blood Knight I think first. I can't really see it, it's all sped up really quickly. And the loot, yeah, the loot's pretty cool. The netherweave cloth can sell for quite a lot, and obviously the level 70 greens when disenchanted, the Greater Planet Essence and the arcane dust sell very well. Killing this mechanical dude here. Now these next two pulls, I wouldn't say are compulsory. You can see when I'm killing the next little event thing with Priestess Dalrissa, I think, who's one of the bosses that can spawn in Trial of the Crusader, which I think is quite cool. Anyway, go kill these guys. You don't have to. You can see that the little pink ball comes out, I think, at the end of these guys, which obviously you want to try and stand in because it reduces the spell damage on me, which is always nice. When soloing, it means I don't have to sit and eat for so much long. That doesn't make sense. For as long. Charging, kill her. You want to be killing hers prior because she heals. Interrupt these heals with your concussion blow, shockwave, and shield bash, as well as heroic throw. If whatever. You might want to save your shockwave for when you see the shaman start healing, because he does. I'm not really too sure on the kill order, except, you know, kill Dalrissa first because she heals. The shaman heals as well in this group, and whatever class you see will heal if they can heal, I'm sure. Kill the shaman at the end, and the loot sells pretty well. The weapons sell quite nicely. I'm not too sure about the nether vortexes. I'm not sure if they sell for anything, but anyway, that was the third boss down, and now we're up to Kael'thas finally. You can see all these guys, killing them. Before I forget, the run takes me, I think, about half an hour. You can rewind and look at the time at the beginning, although I do wipe once, so the time's kind of out. But anyway, here we go at Kael'thas, going for another munch of my food, get myself full HP, cut that out. I do swap to my Onyxia quest reward trinket, just so I get some health B5. I do shield bash his 5 ults and alternate them when it's on cooldown with a spellflect, which is always cool, because when he does his pyroblast, that hurts. I'll try and point that out because my HP goes from full to about 10%, 20%, which isn't nice. When the Phoenix spawns, I do kill it. He does AoE damage, so I try and kite it a bit. I'm not sure if this actually avoids the damage, but it seemed to. And that AoE red doom of death will spawn. You want to get out that it does AoE damage, like the mage fire thing. I can't remember what it's called. I killed the egg as well. Speed up a bit, interrupt and spellflect. Got to keep switching those around. Your heroic throw will also interrupt. And then when he gets to whatever percent he's at now, 40%, he'll throw you up in the sky and start the last phase. He did do his pyroblast. I didn't miss watching it, but anyway, yeah, that's the thing that'll take you down to low HP. You want to use your, well, I use my shield wall and last stand to help reduce the damage. I should have used my blood rage as well to absorb it further, but I forgot, as I don't really run around with tier 10 force on much. You can see here that you just need to avoid these circles. They do damage, as well as the beam you see on you. This is the part when you want to be doing as much damage as possible. I didn't go into battle stance and use recklessness, which I could have done to increase my damage. I just stayed in defensive stance and kept my stuns up and stuff. You want to try and rend them as well at the end, just to do a little bit more damage whilst you're not there. You can see me speeding it up, just whizzing around here, super speed, avoiding these, I don't know what you call them, the big circle things that do damage to you. He lands me, or whatever, he stops doing his cantation-y whatever, and then we start damaging him again. I do try and keep my sunders up as much as possible on him, so I don't have to restack them. And then I go in for the kill again, he throws me up again. It's quite a long fight. I mean, I did use my last stand on his pyroblast, and as you can see, I've used it again, and then we go back into real time because it is quite a close fight. I do have last stand up, and it runs out now. I'm on 1 HP, and he's about to throw me up into the sky again and start doing damage, but somehow I managed to kill him before that. You can see he does the animation to throw me up in the sky and start doing damage to me, but I managed to kill him before that. And then you're rewarded with your loot. Every boss does have a chance to drop the item that turns you into a blood elf, and Kael'thas is the only boss that can drop them out. I'm not quite sure what the percentage is. It's pretty low. Anyway, that's been my MGT soloed by Protection Warrior. I hope you liked it. Rate it, whatever you think it deserves. Leave a comment if you want to see anything else soloed, like Zorgrub or Carver or whatever. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thanks for watching. I've been TSW. Catch you guys later. Also, whilst I'm recording, thanks to Mike the Dark 001 for correctly answering that Gluth, of course it's Gluth, is the boss in Nax that does the decimate. Cheers for answering, and yeah, if you want to shout out, you know, if I ask a question in a video, leave a comment and I'll try and do a shout out of who you are. Cheers for watching. Catch you guys later again.